What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Tidbit Sports here with another solid video for you guys breaking down NFL. Today we have a way too early rookie quarterback ranking. Way too early, as in these guys have only played 2 official NFL games, or I mean, really only one for Anthony Richardson due to his
Yeah,
injury.
yeah, pretty
But
much.
what NFL fans love to do more than make overreactions and overstatements. So we're gonna do today. We're gonna rank all 3 of the guys. Obviously, I feel like we have a slightly smaller quarterback class than usual. I don't know. Maybe I'm
At
wrong,
least
but I feel like
starting.
there's like I feel like the Lamar Jackson class, 2018.
Yep,
Lamar started towards the end of the year. Baker did. Josh Allen did. Josh Rosen did.
yep.
Sam Darnold did. So that's 5. Yeah, that's 5 right there. So I mean, obviously it varies year to year, but 3 just seems kind of light. Anyway, I'm your co-host Adrian here at Tidbit Sports, and we also have another co-host.
Gavin right here.
So number 1, I have the best quarterback so far through weeks 1 and 2. I have C.J. Stroud of the Houston Texans. The reason why I'm so high on Stroud is I feel like he just looks composed as a passer. Obviously, he's made mistakes, but being only 21 years old, very young as a rookie, he's been able to get that second game, 384 passing yards against Indianapolis Colts, 2 touchdowns, QB rating of 103.5, and he wasn't as efficient against the Ravens, but 242 passing yards is still very solid. But he has proved himself worthy of being that second overall pick. I mean, I'm loving the stats so far. 0 turnovers, 0 interceptions. That's one of the biggest things there is the fact that he just hasn't turned it over. So that's why I have Stroud number 1. The reason why I have Anthony Richardson number 2, I feel like Richardson has looked very good. He's looked efficient, but they say the best ability is availability. And the fact that Richardson has left both games with an injury, obviously, that could just be random. It could be not a telltale sign of his future, but it just looks iffy to me. The fact that he has had them, those injury concerns, is not going to play week 3 against the Ravens. It's just not a good look for a guy who's fresh into the NFL, missing games already. But like I said, that could be an overreaction right there. He could be fine. He could be just taking good precautions for his brain health. And I'm the jerk. I'm the bad guy. But that's another thing I was bringing up too. With the injuries involved, obviously, that's a disclaimer, is the injuries. And Richardson's more of a running quarterback. But if you break down the passing stats, Richardson has 279 passing yards in both games. That's basically been Stroud's stats in just one game. So Stroud has outpassed him significantly. But I love Anthony Richardson as a runner. This is not an Anthony Richardson hate club. 3 rushing touchdowns in 2 games, 13 carries, 75 yards, great, almost 6 yards a carry. He's looked good. The Colts have had great play calls for him. One of the play calls Gavin covered in a TikTok video as well as a YouTube short. I'll link it down below. I'll also show on the screen right now for you guys that are too lazy to click a link.
The Colts offensive coordinator is an absolute dog for this play. So let's review the play. So the Colts are about to perform the best misdirection run with a quarterback ever. So the Colts start with motion from the top of the screen into a fake jet sweep. And as you can see, many defenders are fooled by this, which includes the most important defensive player, the edge rusher. This then allows the Colts to freely grab the edge and block only 2 defenders in the way to the end zone. This is all thanks to a great blocking and a great play call.
Number 3, though, in last place, I have Bryce Young, the number 1 overall pick for the Carolina Panthers. Once again, Bryce Young, he hasn't looked terrible. It's just, I mean, you can't put him above C.J. Stroud or Anthony Richardson for what he's done so far. He's also not playing week 3, so he has the same thing: injury concerns. Already week 3, he's missed the game. Both games, he's only passed for 100 yards, about 150. He's thrown 2 picks in the week 1 against Atlanta. So far, he's had 300 passing yards in 2 games, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Total QB rating of 66.6. That's the devil's number right there, 66.6. Keep that number away from me. Keep that number away from Bryce Young. He's got to get that up. We can avoid that right there. He's expected back week 4. Hopefully he can turn it up, get better. But so far, he's at the bottom of the quarterback starting rookie list for me, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so for my QB rankings, I've been questioning this back and forth between Richardson and Stroud, who's number 1. And honestly, I'm not going to tell you yet. So at number 3, I got Bryce Young. I think pretty straightforward, pretty much agreeing straight with Adrian here. Completion percentage, scaring me. It's like 2 touchdowns, 2 picks within 2 games. I know it's only 2 games, but he definitely has turned the ball over most in comparison to either one of these QBs. And I haven't seen too many Panthers games. I will say that, but I just he hasn't looked nearly as good as Stroud or Richardson, and not nearly as decisive as well. Um, then at my 2, it's CJ Stroud. I got CJ Stroud because he just looked really, really good these first 2 weeks. Against the Ravens, he looked a little sketchy in the first half, looked like he was kind of getting a little antsy, a little questionable. Obviously, that the horrible score on the NFL's freaking math test didn't look too good on him. Like 17% or whatever, freaking disgusting. But no one does math. So CJ Stroud, he's looked great in his time playing. Obviously, 21 years old, as Adrian already said earlier, and his talent is definitely shown as he knows when to throw the football, who to throw the football to. I love that he's found a nice receiver, a nice old receiver. He's found Nico Collins, the physical receiver. He's one of my favorite in franchise. And CJ Stroud, he's a slinger. He knows how to throw that football in there. He throws in anticipation. He's definitely the best quarterback out of these 3 so far within the first 2 weeks. But I just can't get past the dual threat ability of Anthony Richardson. I mean, I know I chose the worst possible picture for Anthony Richardson on the screen, but I got Richardson at 1. He's just looked like such a great dual threat, and I've loved the way that the Colts have been able to use him in these first 2 weeks, and I love that you can see that they've built a scheme around him. I know he's throwing the pick, and now he has a passing touchdown as well. He's only thrown 47 passes, which is way less than the other 2. I think that's about half less than Stroud, which shows you how much they pass the football in that offense with no run game, obviously, as Damian Pierce has started off really, really slow. But Richardson's running ability has opened up more chances for people like Zach Moss. And in the future, it'll open up for Jonathan Taylor. He needs to learn to get down, stop taking so many hits because he takes a lot. But I really believe in this guy, and I think he could be a wonderful player for the Colts in the future. He needs to become maybe a little bit better as a passer. Yes, I can agree with that. Haven't seen too much. It's very small sample size, only 2 weeks, and only so many passes. And I think he has the highest ceiling out of the 3 here. I know Bryce Young, first overall draft pick, but I'm so scared about his hype, bro.
Honestly, I think it's a solid group of quarterbacks so far. They all have had their flashes of success. Yep. They all look good. This is just our early ranking, though. We hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. We hope you guys can show some support. Like the video, subscribe, follow us on TikTok. You know all the things people like to say right there that just helps us by showing your support. And honestly, helps us get paid, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to be millionaires. We're trying to be billionaires. Okay. We're trying to make more money than Joe Burrow, man. We need that $280 million contract right there. For good sport.
Yeah, take that money and then sit down on the couch and fall asleep. That's what Burrow did in the first 2 weeks.
I maybe aggravate my calf a little bit and gimp off out of the studio, out of the recording booth. But thank you guys for watching. See you.